give away the credit for your work to someone else. But from a business point, it's really smart because you gain a huge following, helped me out a ton. Hey guys, I'm so extremely hungry. I got some good Christmas German Lebkuchen kind of chocolate stuff. German mini pretzels, German onions, okay, it doesn't really matter, normal onions, pizza and extra cheese. Definitely deserve this delicious, healthy dinner because it's already late, the sun just set. I didn't eat for the entire day, and on top of that, my mom, yeah, I had to go to hospital again. Unfortunately, we still don't really know what she has, but I don't want to talk about it that much. She's feeling a lot better, is back at home. So yeah, for me, dinner time and then like an emergency Q&A. So yeah, let's roll the intro. First question is why I'm upset about the last giveaway, and it actually has to do with a couple of people complaining about it. There were some people commenting on YouTube, they still did it in a nice way, and I somehow can understand it a little bit. So I just wanted to give it away to someone that will actually use it instead of just selling it on eBay. But I got a lot of private messages that were very, very, very unfriendly, unfair, and just like straight up like just personally attacking me. And you know, I do those giveaways to like spread love, do something good for you. And if it turns out that more people are upset than are actually happy about the giveaway, it doesn't make any fun. So I would much rather prefer selling the equipment and keeping the money, or just giving it away to charity, or I don't know, everything else would be more fun. I waited a couple of days. I think I will just do the next giveaway next week and see how this one goes. If it's again like this, I won't do any giveaways anymore. I mean, I don't have any benefit from it. And if I get attacked on top of that on like Instagram, Snapchat and Facebook by random haters, yeah, it's just not fun anymore. If you could collab with one artist, producer, who would it be? Okay, I would just go with Adele. I would love to collaborate with a singer-songwriter rather than a producer, because I'm already a producer. How should I fatten up my bass and leads? So fattening them up usually by either layering them, EQing them, choosing the right effects, choosing the right settings in the synthesizer, attack, sustain, release, very important. What also really helps is distortion. Definitely distortion is one of the best things to fatten up your sound. Just distort it a little so that you actually don't hear that it's like overly distorted, but like 10% distortion might just give the sound like the edge. And what a lot of people forget is just the cleaner your mixing is, the better your mixing sounds, the better also the leads will kind of sound, because they're like packed into the other elements properly. Best advice on EQing and compressing synths, very complex topic. Low cutting everything, definitely. And for the compression, don't overdo it. Most things are already compressed if you're working within the computer or if you're working with samples, so don't worry that much about compression. Can you tell us where we can get a huge sample pack for future bass house dubstep for free, less money? I don't really know. I mean, there are a couple of sites online available where you can illegally download this kind of stuff. Or as you might know, there's like the Jon Sine sample packs, sounds and sample packs. The link is in the description and you can download all. I think there are now 5 or 6 of them for free. Usually like 100 MB worth of samples, usually like drum samples. What's the most important spec of a computer for producing music? I'd say the RAM and the CPU. Do you think it's recommended to go to a music school as a producer and DJ, or can you learn everything on YouTube? So if you want to learn music theory and how to play an instrument, definitely go to the music school. It will take you 10 times longer on YouTube, and you will definitely start teaching yourself mistakes that you will never get rid of again. So definitely, at least for the first 2 years, go to a school. If it's for producing music and DJing, I think you're pretty much fine with YouTube and everything you find online. Becoming a music producer is more about experimenting and finding your own style, your own sound, and that just works the best if you just spend a whole lot of time in front of your DAW and just try out things. Would you ever consider doing an album or an EP? EPs, yes. If I do, for example, 2 songs with the same singer and songwriter, it makes sense to maybe even release them together. An album, I would love to, just like for the challenge of completing an album. But I don't have the money, the power, the standing. I'm not big enough as an artist for an album. I think you should wait with that. Do you still get that excited little kid feeling when you hear a track finished, or does it just feel like work? I ask because I've noticed as my music improves, I get less and less excited about hearing the final product and only focus on the small errors. I still get excited like a little kid. Every time a track gets released midnight from Thursday to Friday, I just sit here and I'm so proud to see it out on Spotify and Apple Music, especially since it's my own label, so I'm always extremely relieved and happy that everything worked, that the cover is there, that the names are all right and everything just worked out. And if the track even on top of that gets placed into a New Music Friday playlist, I know I've done everything right, and it's still a great feeling. The only thing that tops that is playing in front of a crowd your own finished track for the first time and just see other people dance to it, or at least like not dancing less than to the track that you played before. It's the best feeling in the world, and that's what makes like being a producer and DJ so interesting for me. Should I buy headphones with 80 ohms or 250 ohms? So 250 ohms, yeah, the quality is a tiny bit better. They're a little bit more accurate, but you need something to amplify them. So if you're just using them in the studio with a sound card in between, go for the ones with 250. If you intend using them like with your smartphone or your laptop, then go for the 80 ohms. I usually pick the 80 ohms just to be able to like use the headphones when I'm traveling just with the laptop. How does it work with big labels? How do they kind of screw you up? So I talked yesterday about like the independent labels screwing with the artist. The big labels, the thing with them is they will invest a lot into your career when they sign you. But if you don't deliver, or if your project doesn't succeed and makes a huge profit within like or after like 2-3 years, they will just drop you and then you're pretty much dead. No other major will ever take you. The independent labels are also not interested in you anymore. So once you sign to a major, you have to be really sure that you will make it. Otherwise, you will just go down after 2 or 3 years. And then that's basically already really hard to recover from like a failed major label deal. What do you think about producing a track 95% on your own and then pitching it to bigger artists as a collaboration to get a release on big labels? That's actually done a lot. I know so many people that do that, especially if the bigger artist doesn't even produce himself or doesn't have the time to produce. I did it myself. If you check out all of my collaborations, it's usually me producing the track. Like from an artist perspective, I hate doing that because you kind of give away the credit for your work to someone else. But from a business point, it's really smart because you gain a huge following, helped me out a ton. So at the end, I was hesitating doing it, but I don't regret it. So if you find an artist that is big enough and you agree with him that he will support you, also link your name whenever he posts about the track and these kind of details, then yeah, do it. And then one day overtake them and don't do it anymore. That's the plan. I put a simple piano, it just sounds empty. Reverb, 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 and then like small little effects in between that kind of make it interesting. It's like tricking your ear and brain. If you listen to a boring piano and in between is a small effect, sound rising, fading again, it just makes it more interesting. And also I made a video about how to get a huge EDM piano sound. We'll link it up here. Okay, here's another question. That's the last one for today. Also about like distributing your music yourself. You can definitely do that, but then you will have to just face all of the business kind of stuff. So if you just want to be an artist, just make music, try and find a good label that is fair. If you can't, just distribute the music yourself and try to learn all of the business stuff. That's basically what I'm trying to do. And there is now also this new thing that I want to start. I thought a little bit about it. The name is still Sign Up. I will put the link again down below in the description. It's invite only at the moment, and I hope to be able to offer it to you for like 50-60 euros for 5 years, and that's just like the fee for the administrative stuff, uploading, taking care of the statements, getting in touch with you, helping you to get everything out there. And you of course keep all of the rights. If you want to cancel that, just let me know. It will be out of all of the stores within like 2 or 3 weeks, and 100% of the money will be directed to you. It's all yours. And like the 50-60 bucks, I have to calculate it. I have to make sure that I don't make a minus at the end, because it's a whole lot of work for me, and I will try to find someone that I can employ to do these kind of things, just maybe like 4 or 5 hours per week. Because my aim is to give you a possibility in a very easy way to just get your music out there and keep all of the money your music makes, and just have a platform from an artist for artists that is as fair as it can be. So yeah, I will just put the link down below. Just send me over your track. I will get in touch with you. And also one benefit, if the track is good, I will try and also promote it here on the blog, maybe repost it with my account and just help you a little more, because there are also other services doing something very similar. But I want to like grow the community here and also make sure that the people that are part of this get also invited to the Jon Sine team app, and we all kind of help each other to just get bigger as a whole. And I think that's already it for today. So don't forget to like, subscribe. We will see us tomorrow again with another vlog, not in the studio, not here at home, no Q&A, no track submits. Something fun, a small travel vlog, and food will be part of it. I can promise you that.